Okie doke. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Hi, lovies. It's so cold in my room tonight. Jason Madden, Liz is here, Emily, Adriana, Julie. Hi, Emily. Oh, Abby's good, Abby. I love when you come on time, baby. Amy, Janice, Anna, Lisa. Hi, guys. Hi, loves. Hi, Amy. So many exciting things happening currently. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Lori. So nice to have you here. Thank you. You know the thing about my hair, she's sort of her own entity. You never know. Talk about needing to be accepting and in the moment. Have hair like this. That's what I can tell you. Have hair like this, and then you'll really know what acceptance is. So, hi, Zach. I love you. Hi, Rachel, Karen. Oh, all the people. Love you all. So exciting. So exciting. So, hi, Sam. Hi, Karen. Hi, Ted. Anybody got any good news for me? Like, hi, Molly. Anybody got good news? Ted's like on day 17. I think that's some great news. Molly's got some time behind her. Yeah, so Carol's saying she has the same hair. And like, yeah, lioness hair. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. It's my spirit animal. So, good evening, my loves. Molly here, fiercely devoted to your freedom. Love you, love you, love you. Here's the deal. We're getting our training wheels off, so we're having Close the Kitchen. Yeah. Mary Our Bros, day 3. Amazing. Molly, 17 days. Incredible. Amazing. This is so exciting. So exciting. No single day Mayo chips. That is great news. Day 18, Janet's on. Incredible. Amazing. So, you guys are all rocking it. Let's just say that. So, here's the deal. We're getting our training wheels off of our CTK, off our Close the Kitchen. So, we do Close the Kitchen on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Fridays and Sundays. We're not going to have it tomorrow night. And so, I have some skills for you. And on Friday, I have another story for you. I don't think anything will ever be as good as the elephant story. And if you want to know what the elephant story is, you can watch last night's, my cute little steaks. So much talk about that in our Facebook group today. If you're not in our Facebook group, what are you doing? Get over there. It's just the best, most supportive place you could ever be. So I was watching this amazing, I don't know what you'd call it, a webinar, a training of sorts. I will later on tonight leave the link for this webinar in the Facebook chat. I don't really know how to do it on Instagram, so if you want to go over to Facebook on my Facebook page, you can go get it. And it's one of my first teachers in the world. His name is Alan Frizzetti. He's a psychologist, and he was just giving a whole lecture on kind of like managing our emotions during COVID. It is so good. Like I will leave it in the Facebook comments later tonight. Hi, Roseanne. And, he was talking so much about ways to, emotions that are coming up in COVID and in life, like what's going, some of the feelings that we're having. And then talking a little bit about ways that we can like better manage our emotions. And gosh, it's like I want to talk about so much of it. I'll talk about 2 things about it. Okay, the first thing that he was talking about, which we've been talking so much about, was judgments. Judgments about our feelings, judgments about other people. And when we have judgments, especially about ourselves and our feelings, we can't actually have the feeling, which means that the feeling gets stunted, and then the feeling metastasizes in our body, and usually we usually eat. And so it's like, remember last night I was telling you when Emily said how good I looked, and I said, well, Emily, it's because I've been crying all night. I'm so proud of it. But I'm always so proud when I have my feelings, because I'm so proud like when I don't eat them, right? And my food was just on the target, nailed it. So I had like a beautiful food day and a lot of feelings. And so what we're saying is that when we're judging ourselves for the feelings that we're having, right? Or we're getting angry at other people, we're not actually attending to what we need. We're not attending to our own feelings. One of my most beloved teachers in the whole world, Tara Brach, calls this double wounding, which means that we're feeling sad or scared or overwhelmed, and then we put judgment or shame on top of it, which makes a hard feeling even worse. It puts kind of salt in an already wounded wound. And so he was talking a lot about that, about just like, gosh, you know, it's funny, I was talking to my friend last night, and she said, how are you? And I said, well, I'm really, really sad. She said, why? I said, well, because it's like a sad time. Like, it's okay to be sad. And that's what I want to say to you guys. Like, all the feels right now, like all the feels, and like having them is going to be easier, because when we like go and eat them, it just like, it doesn't allow for us to be expressive. I want to say, like, also not allowing yourself feelings, judging the feelings, being ashamed of the feelings. It's a form of invalidation, honestly. It's a form of, I'm going to say it. I'm brave. Brene Brown brave. It's a form of self-abuse to not let yourself have your feelings. And listen, right now we're creating a lot of like little webinars on all of this, so don't worry. If a lot of times that we don't know how to do it, and I'm always here to help you to be your very best self. So if you don't know how to do it, that's okay. There's going to be skills for that too, I promise. Pinky swear, pinky swear, pinky swear. Interestingly, Abby, you know, they really talk about in my training DBT that anger is usually a secondary emotion. And underneath anger is usually sadness, fear, or shame. And it's a really wonderful thing to think about your anger. When you're getting really angry, I want you to really dig deep and think to yourself, what's underneath this, right? Because that's even like, when I get angry at somebody else, I'm not really thinking about like what my feeling is. I'm thinking about what they did to me. I heard today in my spiritual community, you know, what did he say? Zach, what did he say? I'm a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm a volunteer. I'm not a victim. I'm a volunteer. That changed my life. That changed my life for the better. But of course, anger is a feeling, and it's just something to really consider when you're feeling angry. If past that anger, there's something a little bit deeper underneath that, right? That's not actually what I wanted to talk about today. I want to talk about this one other thing. But that's something to think about. It's just really not, double wounding ourselves, especially in this hard time, you guys. Like, we're having feelings all over the place, you know? It's such a wonderful, wonderful thought. So the thing that he said, and the skill I want you to think, I'm going to leave you with this skill tonight, because I really want to leave you with like a hard skill for your toolbox. And he was saying that especially in COVID, doing things that are familiar is like such a loving skill. And I was thinking about that, and I don't know for those of you who are new, but I was talking about when we were first started our stay at home, that I was like watching the show Friends like over and over and over. I know I'm not a victim, of a volunteer. It's such a game changer. I know, I'm so glad I could share that with you. But when COVID first started, I was watching Friends, like, and even during COVID, I'm having a hard time. Like, I really just want to watch things or read things or kind of do things that feel very familiar to me. And my teacher, Alan, was saying that is like a real soothing thing, because in times of uncertainty, it helps to soothe us and calm us to do things that are familiar. So he was like, yeah, like, read a book that you know you love. Like, I want you to think about that. Like, read a book you know you love from a long time ago. You know, I was thinking my favorite movie in the whole entire planet Earth is Love Actually. And I was thinking, like, maybe this weekend I would, like, watch that movie. Like, I know the plot. I know what happens. I know the parts that bring me joy. Like, that may be something you really, really need right now. And interestingly enough, this particular skill is like what in my field we would call like opposite action to depression, meaning that when you're feeling depressed, the opposite action to that is actually to do opposite, like, so to get up, you know, to approach. But what they say about depression is to approach, but do things that you know you're good at. Like, I always say, like, opposite action to depression wouldn't be like me learning to do a cartwheel, because I'm 42 and I don't know how to do a cartwheel. But it would be like me calling my god kids, or me like snuggling with Louie, who is like no longer a beggar, by the way. You know, like, doing things that we know make us feel good. And so if I were you, I'm going to make a big suggestion. I want you to think about like making a list. I want you to make a list of things that you like, books, songs, movies. I think that's probably the gist of it. That you know, like, are familiar and make you feel good and make you feel grounded, right? I was just listening to some music before that was just filling me. Songs, nothing new. You know why, guys? Because there's so much new and there's so much unknown, and it's such a rough time like that. So I want you to really think about that as your skill, because I think it maybe what, like, a lot of times, like historically, like when I want to go to the kitchen and I want to go eat something, I'm feeling unsettled, right? I'm feeling unsettled. I'm feeling nervous. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling overwhelmed, right? I'm feeling urgency. And so if we can make skills that we know ground us, make us feel at home, make us feel familiar. I'm rewatching 30 Rock right now. It's like a pleasure, right? Because I'm excited about it. I haven't seen it for a while, and yet I know it's a show I love, 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 love. That's what we mean. I was listening to the soundtrack from A Star Is Born. No, got to do that carefully though, because you could really like Abby's saying, like, I watch Crazy Rich Asians, like it was like mindless fun. I mean, there's something really to that, right? Yes, Crystal made like a 90s music. It's like songs from her like growing up. Like, I love that. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, Amy's doing a Parks and Rec marathon. So finding these things that are familiar to you and help you to feel like you know you're gonna feel good. It's not a feeling. You know you're gonna feel grounded. You know you're gonna feel warm. You know you're gonna feel, connected when you do it. Like, Alec Baldwin and I are like BFF, and Tina Fey, they're like my peeps. I'm like, hey guys, love ya. Oh, Liz Lemon. It just makes me feel like, Tracy Jordan, and it just makes me feel better. And Alan was saying, in these times of uncertainty, doing things that it's so funny you say that, Christine. One of my clients right now is watching like all the cartoons from her childhood. It's so cute. Yes, I want to dance with somebody. Oh God, I love that. So anyway, my loves, that's what I have to tell you tonight. Number one, no double wounding, no double wounding, no double wounding. Side note, no double wounding. Like, you're going to be having a lot of feelings, right? Anna's saying over here, it's especially important for those of us who are literally displaced or staying in unfamiliar houses. Like, yeah, it's just thinking about things that help you feel settled is a really beautiful way. So listen, the notebook. So listen, my loves, we don't have Close the Kitchen tomorrow night, but we do have it Friday. And on Friday, I'm bringing us a story. Jules, you love a story. I'm bringing us another story. It does have to do with animals, but this one has to do with monkeys. So stay tuned. Come to Close the Kitchen on Friday night. I'll be here. And let's put our hands on our hearts and close the kitchen, my loves. So, hands on our hearts. We put our hands on our hearts for ourselves. We put our hands on ourselves for our Close the Kitchen community, for the people who are still struggling with their food and weight disorders, and for everybody suffering in the world and the people on the front lines. Sam's Close the Kitchen, incredible. Anna's Close the Kitchen, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. What are these? Oh, these little monkey emojis everywhere. It's so funny. Julie's Close the Kitchen, Karen's Close the Kitchen, fabulous, fabulous. Rachel, if you go on my Facebook page and also on my YouTube page, all the Close the Kitchens are being loaded up onto my YouTube page. So sign up for that. Subscribe. It's dope. We have so much stuff on there. Liz, Adrienne, Crystal's Close the Kitchen, Emily's Close the Kitchen, Rachel's Close the Kitchen, Oakland, Roseanne, Amy, Rose, Rachel, Shira, Gail, Josh, good. Susie's Close the Kitchen, fabulous. Silly's Close the Kitchen, awesome. Molly's Close the Kitchen, so great. Lisa, love you, awesome. Bernadette, Sherry, Carol, Abby, Leah, Ted, you're nailing it. Nita is Close the Kitchen. Zach, Gail, Miriar, Janet, awesome. Esmar Kunista, Janice has done it with a little monkey. I'm glad that we're off of elephants, my loves. Awesome, my loves. A beautiful night. Oh, I'm not going live tomorrow, but I'm going live on Friday. But Also tomorrow, listen, I tell you this because I love you, is a big, huge supermoon. And moons, big full supermoons, are help to remove things. So get the stakes in the ground ready. If you want to Google like full moon rituals, you know what I always say about full moon rituals? What's the downside? What's the downside? What if it works? So anyway, go talk to that moon. She's big and she's full and she's flowery and she wants to talk to you and she's all about creativity. So with that, I bid you adieu. And I'll see you all on Friday. Again, you can go to my YouTube channel or you can go to the Facebook channel. And over on the Facebook page, I'm going to put the link to this amazing webinar that I was talking about. And happy full moon, everybody. Love you. I'll see you all Friday. Bye.